Step number 1, sweep. Because this place has got a bunch of pine leaves on the floor, a bunch of dust, and probably a lot of spiders. So this is gonna take a long time. So this is what we've got so far. Floor's kind of swept. Pulled out of bed, which looks like it needs some help supporting me. So I'm gonna try and get some plants or put boxes and stuff. Since I've started the refurb, 60-minute makeover, this is the result. I've got a lot of the floor swept and I've pulled out an old rusty bed that I'm gonna try to make work. Try and get some plants and foliage and stuff, put it underneath on top. But it's looking good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. It's like my own gaff. I think I've got about 5 days here, so see what we can do in those 5 days. Cut bits of this bushes off just to give myself some plant for that bed. It's so rusty, so if I lie in it, it's just going to break. It needs to be reinforced by something, so I'll live. Jesus. Since about set maybe 1 hour. I'm hot, I've got bites on my head. The bed's almost finished. Once I've got the bed done, all I need to do is attempt to clean myself down. Jeez. Attempt to clean myself down, get all my stuff sorted, try to get some sleep. But to be honest, this is looking like my most promising night's sleep yet. I'm going to be indoors, warm, I can shut the windows, I've got a bed, I've got chairs. I'm in the mountains in a pine forest. Here we are. I've only got foliage underneath at the minute. You can see it's all supported by not only the plants, but the bench as well. Full view. Bosh! This is going to be night number 1 at the church. I'm not sure what she's called. The bed's done, so that's all that matters. I'll be able to get some sleep tonight, get up tomorrow, keep going. I'm going to finish the night with an orange. I've got minging hands. Everything's just a bit dirty, including myself. But the dirt, it's just more minerals. More minerals, more vitamins. Good for my immune system. I mean, just if I sit here and I think back of the trip so far, I've been here, what is it? It's Friday now. Damn, I've been here like a week and a half in Greece. A week and a half in Greece. I think it was like 5 days in Athens, having a look around. I very much enjoyed that city, so I stayed a bit longer than I thought I would. And then I also met some people and kind of wanted to hang out a bit, have a bit of fun. And then now I've been out here, about a week I've been out on this island. I've done my 6-day fast, which was harder than I thought. And I think I've learned definitely more about what fasting's actually about through that. I think I made the mistake of fasting whilst moving around and kind of being stressed about things and looking for places to sleep, getting to know the island, getting to know my area. And I think what I've realised now is the whole point of fasting is to have like this singularity of focus. And the whole thing about not eating is, for one, your body gets a break and all the energy that usually goes into digestion can go back into yourself to heal, whatever all the scientists say. But then for the mental, it's like, usually day to day I think about food. I think, what am I going to have for breakfast? What am I going to have for lunch? What am I going to have for dinner? I think about planning it. I think about what restaurant I'd go to if I was going out. And I think the whole point of a fast is you eliminate everything. You eliminate the noise from your head and you eliminate the noise from your body. And all your attention can be magnified and intensified on a singularity, which ideally would be God or the divine, whatever. And I think given my situation, I didn't get to experience that singularity and that inner contentness where I could like channel that energy towards somewhere. And I was moving around, it was hot, it was, this is a new climate for me. It was a lot harder than I thought. But I'm glad I did it. Because I feel like now I understand more. And next time I'll be better prepared. I think what I've also learnt so far is, when I first came out, I was like, right, I'm going to move around like all the time. I'll go from here to here to here to here. Which is good. But again, like, your head's just scattered the whole time. You're constantly looking forward. And I think here I've kind of decided that I'm going to stay here for a few days at least, in this one place. I know my route down to the shops. Like, I know my way around here. It's good. It's beautiful. Like, this is insane. I'm in a forest, in the mountains, in a church. It's like my 3 favourite things ever. And you can see the ocean. You can literally see the ocean. It's like everything. It's like a little heaven. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's dogs barking and there's cattle bells because there's a little farm. So yeah, I'm excited to stay here and to really just collect myself, see what I get up to when I'm just kind of in one place. It's quite easy to be up to stuff when you're moving around, but what happens when you're stood still and you've got a bit of silence? I think that's the real question. I feel like as well, coming on this trip, I didn't really know what I was coming for. I kind of just had this vision in my head of me in Greece, trying to camp, recording everything, trying to just, I don't know. I don't even know. But I'm a really firm believer of, if you get a vision and you have like this inspiration of something to do, you have to do it. And you have to do it as fast as you can. And I had time, so I was like, right, I have to do it. I don't really know what I'm getting myself into, but I have to do it. And I've come here, and I still don't fully know the reason. Maybe all will be revealed later on. I'm sure it will, but for now, trying to take it day to day. Still not planning too much. Everything I've tried to plan has not happened, so I'm giving up on planning. Oh, fuck. Oh, there was an ant in my pants. That was fully the definition of ants in my pants. It's a big one as well. The ants here are big. So they're eating an orange. This is attracting all the critters. That's my little update. That's my little reflection so far. And I mean, we've still got about a week left. So a lot can happen still. I guess we'll see. Goodbye. Morning, people. It's currently like 7:30. I pretty much just woke up. The sun coming up. I'll show you. The bed. This is what I slept on. With all the plants. It was kind of uncomfortable, to be honest. But it was warm. I had like really not as much on. See, look, all the plants here flattened. So when I initially fell asleep, it was fine, but now all the plants are flat. So in the middle of the night, it got pretty uncomfortable. So that's something to fix today. Wow. The mission for today is continue sorting out inside. I want a bit more order, a bit more, just make it look a bit more organised. And my bed needs more greenery because it was uncomfortable last night. And we're going to try and collect some rocks so that tomorrow we can build a little barbecue, get some meat, some eggs, chef up a storm. But yeah, probably going to be moving quite slowly because of how hot it is. When the sun goes down, might be a bit more productive, but... Icon of some saint, don't know who. I think this is real silver. So we're going to clean them up and hang them up. First official bit of decoration. I mean, what else have we got? I've kind of hung up my stuff over there, but I'm not sure that really counts. So yeah, this is going to be decoration number 1. I'll have a bit of a cig break. Look at that. We're on the Marlboro Reds currently. Not necessarily out of choice. I accidentally stole half a pack from this girl who I met. And then she didn't want them back, so I was like, okay. So this morning, I got up and I went to visit the monastery. So basically there's like a monastery. If you just walk this way like 15 minutes. I'm assuming that this little church used to kind of be a part of it or was something connected and has been forgotten. So I went, I don't know what I expected. I kind of expected to walk in, get a bit of a hi, hello, because it's open, like they accept visitors. Most of them do. Most of them got like a little shop. I know everyone was like, no one really said anything. All the nuns were just kind of like, and then I go in and I sit on this bench and I'm just sat in the sun. And someone, literally, I must have been there about 5 minutes maximum. And this nun just tells me to leave. So I was like, alright, I guess I'll leave. But I was just, I thought it was a bit rude, to be honest. Not exactly like the holy love and spirit that I was expecting. Can you hear them birds? What I'm doing here is pretty cool. I feel like I'm kind of preparing myself for like an extinction, like a big blackout that everyone's been talking about. I'd be so prepared for that. I wouldn't even panic. Not after like this trip. Get yourself into the wild, get a hammock, find old buildings, do them up. You just gotta be resourceful. I think fear is a big part of it. I've definitely felt fear whilst being out here. Not too much, but there's certainly been times where there's like a voice in my brain that says, you're about to die. And I'm a bit like, whoa, I'm gonna die. But then obviously I didn't die. And I knew that I wasn't actually gonna die. It's just fear. It's just fear doing something you've never done before. And I've never really done this. I camped on my own in Albania once. And that was it. And I've been out here for a while now. Like on my own. Like this is definitely the longest and the most rural I've gone. And like disconnected from other people. I'm still fairly connected. I mean, there's the little port, which is like 30-40 minute walk. Where I get my food and stuff, but yeah. I'm very much trying to find some isolation and silence, I guess. I don't really know why. Yeah, I wonder how everyone actually would react if there was... What is the word I'm looking for? Where like the whole world shuts down and everyone's left to just survive. What's that called? It's not a pandemic, it's not an extinction. Just like a big crisis, big blackout. Actually, I was in Barcelona for that blackout that has recently happened. I landed. I didn't land. I got there on the bus, on the flicks. Got off the bus, I'm walking around. My phone's working. I start getting into like the centre bit and then suddenly everything stops working. My phone's not working. I'm like, shit. My data, like it's because I'm in Spain, whatever. And I'm like walking past shops. And there's no lights on in these shops. Like what's going on? And then finally I realised, oh my god, there's like just no power, there's no lights, the street lights aren't working, nothing's working. But everyone was so calm. Like I would never have guessed that anything was going on by how people were behaving. I mean, workers were just like out on the street because they can't work, like there was no electricity, so lots of shops just were unfunctionable. So people were just out, I was like, oh, siesta, like whatever. And I mean, I ended up meeting these two guys from England actually, near Birmingham. Darren and Darren Jr., father and a son duo. And we were kind of just went to the beach, went to the park, and everyone was just out. It was so busy. Everyone was just out playing. Like, no one seemed panicked at all. We were walking around, we were like, there's no power, but like everyone's relaxed, but like we don't know what to do. And at this point, I had a flight to catch. I was like, my phone's not working. I don't know where I am. No maps. Is my flight cancelled? Whatever. I was a bit like, oh. Everyone else was chilling. Everyone else was actually chilling. So, yeah. That kind of gave me a bit of faith. Definitely strengthened my faith. No one had any access to phones, and everyone was fine. Just went outside. It's quite nice to see, really. But if something like that did happen, I'm extremely confident in my abilities after this trip. Extremely confident. And like, I've even probably made it a bit harder than it should have been. I'm definitely unprepared. I see that now. Which is why, like, my sleep has been cold and kind of uncomfortable. And like, I could have bought a blanket, but I was like, you know what? This is how I've come, so just do it. And if I can do this, if I can do a full trip, unprepared, kinda, bit cold and uncomfortable, and I can get through and I'm fine. Next time I come out and I've got all the gear I need, it's gonna feel luxurious. Do you know what I mean? So if I set my standards here, it's tactical really. I set my standards here, so then that all future trips are just gonna be like luxury. And if I know I can do this, if someone ever says, emergency situation, we've got to sleep, no sleeping bags, you just got to put your clothes on and like, brave it, fine. So today, when I was at the port, I had chicken souvlaki. Chicken souvlaki already. Chicken souvlaki. Souvlaki. So right now we've got sardines in tomato sauce and mackerel fillet in tomato sauce. I don't know which one I have actually. I think I'm gonna go sardines, to be honest. And then we've got this huge apple, honey, extra virgin olive oil, and some pieces of bread that I took from the restaurant, which are kind of stale, but it's alright. This table is clean. I have cleaned it. It's just old, so that's why it looks so dusty. And I've got a fork, and this is going to be my little plate. Let's assemble, I guess. I'm going to chop. Ah, this needs a clean. This is disgusting. Alright, nice and clean. Start. Fish. Oh. Now, I want to work this. I kind of want to keep the apple and the fish separate, no? So I'm going to put the bread in the middle. And I'll scoop this out. Damn, you get glitter. I want to top with olive oil. Just drop this as well. That's a bit gross, but it's good for you. And then honey. I think we'll go honey on the apple. And on the bread. And on the fish. Just go honey. All over like that. Dinner is served. Give you a little close up. There we go, people. Apple and honey, bread, olive oil and honey, and fish. It's not the most glamorous meal, but it'll do. I think when we get this grill sorted, it's gonna be so much better tomorrow. Start with a bit of apple. Cheers. Okay. The apple's kind of gross and soft. Ooh, it is. Oh. Alright, the apple's like literally a 3 out of 10. Okay, bread, honey and olive oil. This can't be bad. Jesus. That is so stale. But more edible than the apple. So I'll give it a 3.5 out of 10. Let's get on with the fish. Okay, fish is good. Fish is like an 8 out of 10. I love sardines. Oh my god. Okay. That's banging. Okay, so do fish and bread. Good. That's good shit. That's good. Sun is kind of going down behind this mountain, so I've done like a full baby wet towel shower. Just got to finish off hands, face, and then we're gonna go brush the teeth. And then I'm gonna put a bit of jojoba oil and do a little overnight hair mask. Get all clean, refreshed. Like last night I was still a bit, but tonight, because I've already slept there and I've reinforced the bed. I've put more, I've gone for pine leaves this time. I don't know what I was using before, but it wasn't pine. It was like the other tree that's around here. But this time I've gone for pine. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not 100% sure what jojoba oil does, but I know it's good. I'm kind of going to do this blind. Go right down the crease. Then we're going to massage it in. Oh my god. And then we're just going to go in the hands. Gelled. Wash. Right. Saying. Actually, at one point, I was sat on the side of the road with all my bag and everything. I was waiting to meet someone. And a woman bought me food and water. So clearly, I looked homeless. Which is It's nothing really. It is what it is. Understandable is what it is. I think at that point I was like 2 days without a shower, hadn't washed my hair, face bright red. It wasn't a look. Right. Okay. Plaited. Slicked back, baby. Check how aesthetic the gaff is looking. It's perfect. I'm slightly cautious because this whole place seems pretty flammable. But I was like, you know what, we've got to get some candles. Bosh. Got the bed. Ready to go. Got my little pin and oh, look at the flicker. Little desk. I've been writing a letter. I've been writing a letter to a loved one, a romantic relation. That's a bit rocky, so it's all very dramatic this evening. I've sat down to write, but there's no pen. I might just sit here. I'll just sit and look aesthetic for a little bit. No, I need my pen. I want to write. Sorry, I just had to this lighting. It was perfect for a jump scare. So, alright, so it's bedtime. This is my. Oh, is that better? Right, this is the bedtime setup. Here's the bed. Literally, this is what happens. Good night, people.